E3 is well underway, and it's hard to stay on top of everything that's happening, but we are an anime games channel primarily, so we're gonna try to stay on top of everything anime games. Right after the Xbox press conference, IGN released this interview with gameplay for the new Project Z game, which now we know the real name of. It's Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Still not a big fan of that name, but I guess that's the least important part of what makes a good game. Now, I've seen some clips, and I was not impressed. That said, it was sort of out of context, so there's still hope. I'm gonna be watching and analyzing the interview with you guys, and let's just see what Kakarot is all about. I got so used to calling this Project Z, and now it's hard to stop. Okay, here's the gameplay. Find Raditz, get Gohan back. So there's... Okay, oof, this is loud. Pause. What's going on? How do you play this? Descend with right trigger, ascend with right bumper, roll. Hey, you can do better rolls on command, just hit the Y button. Search for key, so that's your detective vision probably, and dismount, so you can dismount at any time. Okay, so that's how that works. Whoop, and you just fly. Okay.
I think there's three distinct elements, and of course, as you mentioned,
the flight has different controls. You can land, you can roll, you can key blast. You cannot key blast in the Nimbus, and you have a boost. There you go. There's the boost.
The very first thing I would like to mention, though, is the sheer volume that this game has in terms of content.
This game's pretty big. Okay, I was not expecting like a full-on open world, if I'm being honest. It's pretty empty, though. It's one of those open worlds that is super empty. I don't know. Sure. Where could he be? Side quests? Recognize and very much look forward to, as well as some scenes that haven't really been depicted in the way that they have in this game. So there's gonna be a lot of firsts Goku for some people. Are you? Oh, one of the Red Ribbon Army robots is on the loose. Take care of it, put Ader's mind at ease. So yeah, you got these sort of generic side quests that's, you know. I have mixed feelings on that. I kind of like a break from story mode once in a while. If the side missions are interesting, or if something like the combat is great, then I just don't mind doing these filler side missions at all. At this point, I still don't know what the combat is, but the game has no audio, by the way. It's just the interview going on the background, and if they ask an interesting question, I'll play it, but in the meantime, they're talking about cell shading. What happened there? What did he pull out of his ass? That's the map. You have fruit trees, you have R&D. Is there crafting in this game? Training grounds, cook, trader, there's so much stuff. Mineral deposit, definitely. There is definitely crafting. You can fish. There's a dinosaur habitat. What? Can you fight the dinosaurs? We're not gonna go past any dinosaur habitats from the looks of it. Hey, fight the robots. It's right down there. Okay, I kind of dig the flying. The world is a bit empty, but I kind of dig the exploration. No, that's definitely a dinosaur. Huh. Hey, this robot's on the loose. Watch out. Beep bop. Let's rumble, you robo-bozos. What happened? Okay, no, go back. What happened? Battle? He got hit by what? Maybe Piccolo is fighting? Yeah, Piccolo is fighting right alongside you. Okay, so it's behind the back, and it has a Xenoverse vibe to it, doesn't it? You have guard, step, boost, super boost, burst, whatever that means. You have fight, key blast on the bottom left. I don't know what the D-pad does. Then you hit a button for super attacks, a button for support. Very simplistic controls. Definitely reminiscent of Xenoverse. You don't need to fly back to the guy to complete your quest. It just completes it. That's a nice quality of life thing. The longtime fans of the Dragon Ball franchise have a lot to look forward to in terms of what. Oh, Goku, what are you doing? Goku, eyes up here. My face is up here. Goku, don't look at my carrots and my onions. Oh, that looks tasty. Story complete. Woo! And back to exploration.
So I want to first begin by saying it's
Oh, they're
hard to
talking
kind
about
of
the open world.
quantify, how expansive this world is going to be. But in terms of, I think the question on your mind is going to be, is this an open world game? And I cannot say that it is a truly open world experience. And part of that
It is
reasoning
not.
Of course, we wanted to stay very true to the Dragon Ball Z universe. And if we were to make it a fully open world game, we would have to kind of lie and blur the boundaries between the different zones or areas in that world.
Oh, okay. So it's not really an open world game, but you have these very large open areas that you will explore. I mean, the game does take place in Namek at some point, and I didn't expect there to be, space exploration going from Earth to Namek or whatever. But yeah, you could get away with calling this an open world if you wanted to. Good on them for not, trying to bait with that term. Because they don't feel comfortable about it. What? What? What?
As we kind of follow Goku's
How?
story here,
How does this happen? Why is he twerking to fish?
Going to be very large as you kind of unlock these new areas.
Goku, there are other ways to do this.
Now, Goku is currently using his tail to fish. I was going to ask what activities besides fighting there are, and if there's any classic sort of early Dragon Ball content.
You got the fish.
And you sort of answered both my questions. But really, is this going to be Goku's entire life, or is it his sort of life and times just in Z? Will it extend to Super?
これはこの悟空の全体的な人生を追っているようなゲームになるのか、それとも本当にやっぱ
Catch the deer. Oh, he killed the deer. Why would you kill the deer?
本作のまずタイトル名がドラゴンボール Z カカロットとある通りですね。
It said catch. I would feel so tricked if that happened to me in game. Oh, you said catch. Why did he explode?
It's called, of course, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So that, the implication is we're going to be following Goku's experience in life through mainly the Z franchise.
ただですね、先ほどのちょっと映像にもあった通り、はっちゃんみたいなですね。
They said you're going to be following Goku mainly through the Z franchise. They didn't say where it stops exactly. We've only seen up to the Frieza battle.
But again, as we kind of saw earlier, where the 8, the robot android,
The rest of it is still kind of up in the air.
Goku, there are going to be, of course, a lot of Easter eggs scattered throughout this.
And that's how you keep last.
I love this. Piccolo flying
We've
here on the
got
side.
audio finally.
Very much Goku.
So that's how you mine. You just throw Key Blast at Aura and you pick it up automatically.
Sort of out of commission. He's either traveling through
Don't really know what the crafting is for
or he's
yet.
having a heart attack for several episodes in a row.
So I guess we can't comment too much on the gathering even. Like, yeah, this looks painless, but it's that kind of thing where, hey, how many materials do I need? How many times am I gonna have to do this? What is it for? What's the reward? Until we know that, I don't know how to feel about the crafting. It's a lot of flying around. I bet this is gonna be the main thing we're gonna be doing throughout this entire story mode is gonna be this. It's gonna be flying from point A to point B. And if this is not satisfying, then forget about this game. Because this is going to be 80% of your time is going to be spent doing this. This is not appealing to you, forget about it. Hold it right there. There are dinosaurs in the area. Yeah, to the right. There's a dinosaur spot. Please, look at the dinosaur spot. I want to know what that is. There's a lot of items. And he's going to regenerate. What is he getting? Strength? Is there a strength buff? And now he's getting whatever that key, maybe? Oh. Eat everything, man. This seems like permanent upgrades. Is that how you level up? You just eat? That's kind of a cool system for Goku. You eat to get stronger. Here's Raditz.
Of course, that is the foundation. And as we
Okay, now we're gonna get a deeper look at the combat system, I think. Because Raditz has a lot of health.
in action,
He has a stun meter as well.
a lot of
And you basically have a health meter, a key meter, and whatever that yellow thing is building up on the right.
Well, we saw during the Xbox conference.
Yeah, it's not really the type of game I wanted, if I'm being honest with you guys. I was not expecting this behind the back Xenoverse type combat. I really wasn't. I'm the type of guy that really enjoyed Budokai and hated the evolution to Budokai Tenkaichi. Like, I respect Xenoverse a lot for what it did, building an online Dragon Ball game with character creation and all that, but like playing it, the actual act of combat, is not fun for me. Okay, the meter is now full, so maybe this is the rush attack that spends the meter. Oh, yeah, that looks like an ultimate.
Well, Max, I don't want to sound like a broken record.
And it's a finish.
We can't reveal that as of yet, but I think going back to what I mentioned earlier, it's going to be a very immersive and fun experience.
You just don't know when to quit.
Not to let them down.
I have one final question. We saw Goku flying around like he does, but also riding on the Kinto Cloud, the Nimbus. What's the advantage to riding the cloud if he can fly normally?
That's a very good question, actually. That's a powered up state? Now that's spending the meter on the right there.
おそらく悟空体験というものを
And there's some quick time events. Like, don't take me wrong. Even if I'm not a big fan of this combat, I'll totally still give it a fair shot. I'll totally still try it out. Maybe this will be the first time I actually enjoy this type of combat. CyberConnect 2 is a developer that I've enjoyed their games a lot, especially story-driven games. So, with... Okay, that's a non-answer to the Nimbus thing. So with that, I'm expecting CyberConnect 2 to deliver some really cool cinematic moments during the story, as well as some cool gameplay moments during the story. Unique moments that you can't really replicate in a multiplayer scenario. Because that's what they do. And we've seen some of that in the trailer with the Frieza Key Blasts fight going on. So I expect that to be a regular thing that happens throughout the story, and obviously I'm going to enjoy playing the story mode for this game. I was maybe just expecting it to be a bit more. I was expecting it to maybe not be a game that you play the single player story and next week you just forget about it because you've completed it. You've done all the content. Then they're going to have some filler stuff to keep you playing for sure, but how fun is that going to be when this is your basis, when this is your foundation? That is maybe what's let me down a bit.
Elements of the game. That's awesome. The Saiyan appetite is a big part of that. Well, I'm dying to see more of this.
This is flashy. This looks good.
Include the part where Piccolo and Goku have to go to the driver's license department.
But yeah, outside of how it looks, how good these particle effects are, like how it plays, I don't know, man. I know I'm not playing it right now, I don't have my hands on it, but I'm not feeling it, really. Yeah, I think bottom line is, this is not the game I was expecting. I was definitely expecting a cinematic story with amazing set pieces, but I was also expecting a combat system that would translate well into multiplayer. So that's kind of what CyberConnect 2 did with the Naruto Storm series. Looking at this demo though, I don't know about that multiplayer part, and I wonder what the shelf life of this will be. Is this a game that you just pick up, play the story, and you're done with? I mean, I'm okay with that, totally, but I was expecting the next Dragon Ball game to be something that's stuck around for a while. And maybe that's why I sounded a little bit disappointed. That said, like, I'm still totally planning on picking this up and playing it. Let me know what you thought of the gameplay. I'm sure you've already seen it before even watching this video. I'm super late to the party, but as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.